Hello friends, welcome to Vamsi's Golden Series for IAS. So this is Environment 2017 Revision Part 2 of 5. Part 1 is already there, it is Part 2. Come to the second part. Here I want you to know about wetlands. First you need to know the definition of wetland. It is a marshland, fenland, peatland or water. Whether natural or artificial, whether permanent or temporary with water, that water could be static or flowing, and that could be fresh water, brackish water or salt water. Even it include marine water, but in that case, the depth at low tide should not exceed 6 meters. What are different types of wetlands? Inland wetlands examples are lakes, ponds, waterlogged swamps, marshes, reservoirs, etc. Coastal wetlands include estuaries, lagoon, creek, bay, gulf, mangroves, coral reefs, etc. What are the benefits of wetlands? Pollution control, flood control, home for species, etc. What are the threats? Climate change, waste disposal, construction of dams, vagera. And what are illegal activities, etc., etc. No need to mug up. What are mitigation measures? Create awareness, survey and demarcation, such kind of things. No need of knowing all the things. Okay, removal of encroachments, etc. And eutrophication, this is important. Out of all this, rest all is nonsense. Focus on eutrophication. So, oversupply of nutrients. Because of these nutrients, there will be explosive growth of algae and plants in a water body. When they die, they consume oxygen because in decomposition process, oxygen will be consumed. That situation is called hypoxia. Then there will be no oxygen left in the body. So lack of oxygen is called hypoxia. Because of that lack of oxygen, there could be death of aquatic life. Take question number 14. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. Eutrophication is the enrichment of an ecosystem with chemical nutrients, typically compounds containing nitrogen phosphorus. Correct hai. Here nitrogen phosphorus is not important. Important is the broad idea. Okay. So first is correct. Second, eutrophication can cause the death of aquatic life. Can cause. You see, overnight it will cause death of aquatic life. ऐसा extreme दिया तो हम सोचेंगे. But it can cause. Can. So yes, it is correct. Are you getting the nature of the statement? So both are correct here. See the answer. Now I want you to understand what is Ramsar Convention. So what is Ramsar Convention? It is an intergovernmental treaty where national action will be there and international level cooperation will be there. Conservation and wise use of wetlands and their resources is the idea. Ramsar sites. So contracting parties are 169 countries are parties and they recognize certain sites known as Ramsar sites, also known as wetlands of international importance. There are 2000 से ऊपर sites है, no need to mug up the number, and India में 26 है. Under three pillars of this convention, one is wise use, second is designation of suitable wetlands, and international cooperation on transboundary wetlands. These are the, a nation should follow these things. And COP, generally they keep meeting once in every 3 years. 12th COP हुआ recently 2015 उरुग्वे में. World Wetland Day will be celebrated on 2nd February. 2016 का theme है Wetland for our future, sustainable livelihoods. 2017 का theme है Wetland for disaster risk reduction. 17 का याद रखिए. वैसा तो ज़्यादा important नहीं है. आपका मर्जी अगर याद भी नहीं होगा कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Next, what is Montreux record? So, register of wetlands under Ramsar list only, but whose ecological character has changed, changing or about to change, those are more important to protect. Those will be kept under Montreux record. So, 1990 COP में this decision was taken. This idea came that time. And 51 sites are there in the world and India से 2 है. Keoladeo in Rajasthan and Loktak Lake in Manipur. What is Wetland International? It is an NGO. It works at field level with local people to develop and mobilize knowledge. And it was established in 1995. Its headquarters in Netherlands. Don't try to remember, not required. So now see question number 15. Consider the following statement. Statement 1. Wetland International identify wetlands for the list of wetlands of international importance. यहाँ जो देखिए Wetland International, wetlands of international importance. दोनों देखने को similar लग रहा है. But don't get confused. Wetland International is an NGO. Wetlands of international importance means Ramsar sites. Ramsar sites को जो wetlands को identify हर कंट्री करेगा, अपना देश करेगा, करके वे सजेस्ट करेगा उसको सीओपी को. वेटलैंड इंटरनेशनल इज जस्ट एन एनजीओ, इट हैज नो रोल इन इट. सो दिस इज रॉन्ग. Second statement, Ramsar sites are those wetland sites in which changes in ecological character have occurred or occurring or are likely to occur. No, these are Montreux record sites. Ramsar sites are not those. So second is also wrong. Third, the Ramsar sites are part of wetlands under Montreux record. No, Ramsar sites are not part of wetland Montreux record. Montreux record is part of Ramsar sites. Be clear. Hope you understand. So ये उल्टा है, ये भी गलत है. So all were wrong. So which of the statement is correct? None of them is correct. D the answer. Now I want you to understand the facts of wetlands. कितना wetlands है इंडिया में वगैरह. So total wetlands in India includes 4.7% of geographical area. If you include paddy fields also, it is 18%. Total geographical area of coastal wetlands is more than that of inland wetlands. Inland से coastal wetlands ज़्यादा है. Because coastal wetlands बहुत बड़ी बड़ी होता है. Because of even you can include coral reefs, even lagoons, all those things. Gujarat in state wise बात करेंगे. Gujarat 17.5% of geographical area of Gujarat is wetlands because of Gulf of Khambat, Gulf of Kutch and all. Mizoram is the minimum 0.66% only. In case of UTs, Lakshadweep is 96% because complete Lakshadweep are corals only. Chandigarh is minimum 3% only. Then I want you to know important wetlands, where they are located and what is their specialty. For example, Wular Lake, which is in Jammu and Kashmir, इसके through Jhelum River जाता है. Jhelum River flows through Wular Lake. And Somorri in J&K, it is the largest of high altitude lakes in India. And then we have Pong Dam, also known as Maharana Pratap Sagar, which is in Himachal Pradesh. It is built on Byas River. Then we have Harike Lake in Punjab. It is at the confluence of Satluj and Byas rivers. Then we have Keladio Lake in Rajasthan. It is into Montreux record. Then we have Sambar Lake in Rajasthan. It is the largest inland saline lake. Saline नहीं भी दिया होता है तो largest inland lake में largest Sambar है. Of course, it is saline. Then we have Loktak Lake in Manipur. It is into Montreux record and it is unique in the world, having floating vegetation inside this lake. That is known as Kibul Lamjao National Park. So Kibul Lamjao National Park is inside Loktak Lake and Sangai deer you find only here. Then you have Bhitarkanika mangroves in Odisha. This is second largest mangrove. And Brahmani and Baitarni rivers flow into this, and it is known for saltwater crocodiles, olive ridley turtles and gharial. We have Chilka Lake in Odisha. It is the largest lake. चाहे coastal की बात करो या inland की बात करो, overall Chilka Lake is the largest lake, but it is a coastal lake and it is a saline lake. And Irrawaddy dolphins you find only in Chilka Lake in India. Then we have Kolleru Lake in Andhra Pradesh. It is the largest freshwater lake. Chilka and Sambar are saltwater. Kolleru is the largest freshwater lake. Point Calimar in Tamil Nadu, it is in Kaveri Delta. Here you find a Chola lighthouse and Vedaranyam forest. The forest surrounding this lake is known as Vedaranyam forest. Then we have Vembanad Lake in Kerala. It is the longest lake. And Kochi port was built on Wellington Island. That island is formed between Arabian Sea and Vembanad Lake. And National Waterway 3 flows through this, is connecting this Vembanad Lake. Then we have Ashtamudi wetland in Kerala. National Waterway 3 flows through this, is connecting this also. And Kallad River drains into this. And it forms an estuary with Arabian Sea. That estuary is known as Neendkar estuary. Neendkar is a village name. So there it forms an estuary, Neendkar estuary. Then we have other important, less important देखेंगे तो Surinsar Mansar in Jammu Kashmir, Jammu में है. Anchar, Dal lakes are in Srinagar, Jammu Kashmir. Then Chandratal in Himachal Pradesh. Similarly, Renuka wetland is also in Himachal Pradesh. ये just names mind में रखे. Rudrasagar in Tripura, Nakki Lake in Rajasthan, Nal Sarovar Lake in Gujarat. Then we have Sastamkota Lake in Kerala, Pulikat in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Most of it, 95% is in Andhra Pradesh. Sriharikota Island is on Pulikat Lake and Bay of Bengal. Just इतना broadly mind में रखिए. Take question number 16. Consider the following statements. In India, the total geographical area of coastal wetlands is larger than that of inland wetlands. Yes, the geographical area of coastal wetlands is greater than that of inland wetlands. It is correct. Second statement, Sambar Lake in Rajasthan is the largest saline wetland in India. See, largest saline wetland in India is Chilka. अगर largest inland wetland और लार्जेस्ट सैलाइन इनलैंड वेटलैंड ऐसा पूछेगा तो देन सांबार. सो ये सांबार लार्जेस्ट सैलाइन नहीं है, चिल्का इज द लार्जेस्ट. सो सेकंड इज रॉन्ग. सो विच ऑफ द स्टेटमेंट्स अबव इज करेक्ट? ओनली वन इज करेक्ट. होप यू आर गेटिंग. ये द आंसर. क्वेश्चन नंबर 17. कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग पेयर्स. वूलार, इंडस. यू सी कंसिडर, बाद में कंसिडर करेंगे, पहले क्वेश्चन पढ़ते हैं. विच ऑफ द अबव पेयर्स इज आर करेक्टली मैच्ड? वूलार इंडस गलत है. वूलार झीलम, नॉट इंडस. पोंगडैम ब्यास, यस, पोंगडैम वाज बिल्ट ऑन ब्यास रिवर. चिल्का महानदी, नो, चिल्का हैज नथिंग टू डू विद महानदी. दो महानदी आल्सो फ्लोस इन ओडिशा, बट चिल्का लेक इज ए कोस्टल लेक. इट इज नॉट बिल्ट ऑन, इट इज नॉट ऑन एनी रिवर, राइट? सो इट इज आल्सो रॉन्ग. सो ओनली विच इज करेक्टली मैच्ड? ओनली सेकंड इज करेक्टली मैच्ड. बी द आंसर. Next, I want you to understand about coral reefs. What are coral reefs? Calcium carbonate structure secreted by corals. Polyps. Corals क्या होता है? Polyps in clusters. They always live in clusters. Groups में रहता है polyps. Polyps are tiny animals, marine animals. So when they live in clusters, that is known as corals. They secrete calcium carbonate structures. Those are known as coral reefs. These are also known as rainforests of sea because they occupy less than 0.1% of area, but they are home to 25% marine life. They are mainly between 30 degree north and 30 degree south. Pacific and Australia contain highest 43%. Southeast Asia follows 32%. No need to mug up. Types की बात करें, 3 types. Fringing reefs, they are generally attached to a shore or separated by a small channel. Barrier reefs, they are separated from shore by a wide channel. Atolls, there will be no central island at all. They are just formed in between the ocean. So like Lakshadweeps, they are mostly circular without central island. They are known as atolls. Functions, so ecosystem services and biodiversity, habitat, shoreline protection, tourism, source of medicine, etc. No need to mug up. There are so many functions. Common sense से हम समझ लेंगे. What are threats? Global warming, climate change. No need to mug up. Common sense से समझ सकते हैं. Unsustainable fishing, land-based pollution, bioerosion, etc. What is coral bleaching? So coral reefs में coral and algae will have symbiotic relationship. When it get disturbed, automatically algae leaves the corals. Then corals loses color and attraction. That is called coral bleaching. So general reasons for this is change in temperature. Ideal temperature is 25 to 27 degrees centigrade. If the temperature increases or changes, then automatically algae cannot survive. So algae leaves. Similarly, sea salinity. These are major causes. और भी आप climate change वगैरह जो भी आप mention कर सकते हैं. Okay, common sense से answer करेंगे, questions आएगा तो. We don't remember. Next, I want you to know where important coral reefs are there in India. Andaman and Nicobar में है, they are mostly fringing reefs. And similarly, we have Gulf of Mannar, they are also fringing reefs. And we have Gulf of Kutch, they are also fringing reefs. And we have Lakshadweep, they are all atolls. And we have small coral reefs like Tarkali in Maharashtra, Vijayadurg in Maharashtra, similarly Netrani in Karnataka. Now see question number 18. Certain coral reefs are classified as fringing reefs and certain reefs as barrier reefs. What is the difference between fringing and barrier reefs? Simple. Fringing means like Andaman Nicobar याद रखें. They are attached to the shore. There will be a main island, not corals, main continent. उसके attach हुआ होता है. Small channel होगा या directly attached. And barrier means there will be separated by separation of long wide channel. So see option A. Fringing reefs are either directly attached to a shore or borders it with an intervening shallow channel or lagoon, whereas barrier reef separates from mainland or island shore by a deep channel or lagoon. Making sense, right? Barrier separated by a wide channel. So A is making sense, but still BCD भी एक बार पढ़ लेते हैं. B, barrier reefs are either directly attached to a shore or borders it with an intervening shallow channel or lagoon, whereas fringing reefs separate from a mainland or island shore by a deep channel or lagoon. ये उल्टा दिया है. C, fringing reefs are either directly attached to a shore or borders it with an intervening shallow channel or lagoon, whereas barrier reefs do not have any shore or an island nearby. ये atolls है, not barrier reef. ये गलत है. D, barrier reefs are either directly attached to a shore or borders it with an intervening shallow or lagoon, whereas fringing reefs do not have any shore or central island nearby. ये भी atolls का है. So A is correct. Hope you are getting me. Next, 19th question. Which of the following action can trigger coral bleaching? You see, common sense से आंसर करेंगे ऐसा क्वेश्चन याद नहीं रखेंगे. Coral bleaching is a negative thing. That means any negative action you can choose, but that action should be in control. Like global warming, yes. Global warming can trigger coral bleaching. Exposure to sunlight, yes. Change in the salinity of ocean, yes. harnessing tidal energy. You see, harnessing tidal energy is not a negative action. It is in fact positive action, right? You are making something out of it. It is not going to disturb anything, right? Harnessing tidal energy, if it trigger coral bleaching, then you know it will not be encouraged, right? So this cannot be one of the renewable source or one of that kind of source. So we consider fourth as positive. So I don't include in it. Common sense is okay, please. 1, 2, 3 the answer. Next, consider the following statements. Coral reefs are found only in tropics between 30 degrees north and 30 degrees south. It is an extreme statement. They are found only. No, they are majorly found between 30 degrees north and 30 degrees south, not only. So one is wrong. Second, there are no coral reefs in Odisha state, though it looks like an extreme statement, which is correct. Generally, on the eastern side, there will be no corals because of the fresh water carried by various east flowing rivers. Because of the fresh water, the maintained salinity, certain salinity is required to form coral reefs. It will not be maintained. That's why you don't find coral reefs from Chennai till Bengal. Eastern side, you don't find any corals. It is not an extreme statement. What is wrong in it? There are no coral reefs in Odisha state. It could be possible, right? So, अगर extreme बनाना है, there are no coral reefs in Odisha at all. ऐसा कुछ अजीब का ऐड करेगा. ये extreme statement नहीं है, ये सही statement है. So, second is correct, one is wrong. So, answer is B. Next, I want you to understand about mangroves. What are mangroves? Small trees that grow in coastal saline or brackish water. They are salt tolerant trees, that's why they are also known as halophytes. What are their characteristics? They are adapted to low oxygen, they limit salt intake, they limit water loss, their leaves are made accordingly. And they increasing survival of offspring. Those seeds germinate on when they are attached to plant tree itself. What are its functions? They protect shoreline because of their extensive roots which do not get uprooted. They act as breeding grounds and timber also, if you use wisely. What is MFF? Mangroves for the future. It is a unique partner-led initiative to promote investment in coastal ecosystem conservation for sustainable development. Coordinated by IUCN. बस इतना याद रखे, ये unique partner-led initiative है, including various NGOs वगैरह मिलके इसको करता है, and it is coordinated by IUCN. And currently it is operating in 11 countries, including India. That is sufficient. Now I want you to understand where important mangroves are there in India. Sundarbans, which is the largest mangrove in the world, and we have Bhitarkanika, second largest in India, not world, and Godavari Krishna in Andhra Pradesh, then Pichavaram, Gulf of Mannar mein, Tamil Nadu, Bharatang in Andaman, then Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat, similarly small mangroves like Ratnagiri, Maharashtra mein, Goa, Charav Island. In Charav Island is formed by Mandovi River in Goa. So, वहाँ भी mangroves है. Similarly, we have Kundapur in Karnataka. Lakshadweeps do not have mangroves. They are entirely coral reefs. And Vembanad in Kerala. Even you understand, they are mostly found between 25 degrees north and 25 degrees south. Mostly. Completely नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं. And Asia hold largest 42%. 3% of the mangrove cover in the world is in India. स्टेट वाइज बात करें इंडिया में, वेस्ट बंगाल में सबसे ज्यादा है, फॉलोड बाय गुजरात. दो भितरकनिका इज सेकंड लार्जेस्ट मैंग्रोव. इंडिपेंडेंटली सिंगल मैंग्रोव की बात करें, भितरकनिका इज लार्जेस्ट, सेकंड लार्जेस्ट. बट स्टेट वाइज बात करेंगे, गल्फ ऑफ कच्छ में बहुत ही सारे हैं, स्प्रेड ओवर सो मच ऑफ एरिया. गुजरात होल्ड मोर देन अंडमान. बस एटलीस्ट दो याद रखें, वेस्ट बंगाल एंड गुजरात. होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. टेक क्वेश्चन नंबर 21. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज आर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ मैंग्रोव फॉरेस्ट? Adaptation to low oxygen, yes. Breathing roots, yes, they have breathing roots. Increasing survival of offspring, yes. You see, ये मत बोलना breathing roots नहीं पढ़ाया, आप common sense से आंसर करिए. Are you getting what I mean? Mangroves. So 1, 2, 3 all are correct. Question number 22. Consider the following statements. There are no mangrove forest in Andaman and Nicobar. क्यों? भारत तो है ना? One is wrong. Second, the mangrove cover is more at higher latitudes compared to lower latitudes. No, mangrove cover is more in between 25 degrees north and 25 degrees south. That means near equator. That means lower latitude. But he is saying that it is more at higher latitude. That means second is wrong. First is correct. First is also wrong. Second is also wrong. But the question is, which of the above statements are incorrect? Incorrect. So both are incorrect. So both 1 and 2. Be careful. He is not asking the correct. He is asking the incorrect. See the answer. Question number 23. Consider the following statements regarding mangroves. India accounts for more than 10% of world's mangrove vegetation. Not more than 10%. India accounts 3%. more than 10% बहुत ज्यादा है. ओके अगर 10% हो भी लेता ना, he should have written India accounts around 20%. more than 10% means extreme में गया है. वैसा तो रॉन्ग. तमिलनाडु हैज मोर मैंग्रोव कवर देन गुजरात. नो, गुजरात इज सेकंड लार्जेस्ट आफ्टर वेस्ट बंगाल. तमिलनाडु में सिर्फ पिचवरम है, ज्यादा नहीं है. सो सेकंड इज आल्सो रॉन्ग. सो वन इज रॉन्ग, सेकंड इज रॉन्ग. सो neither one nor two is correct. He is asking correct here. D is the answer. Next 24th question. Consider the following statement regarding mangroves for the future. MFF. Statement 1. Mangroves for Future is a unique partner-led initiative to promote investment in coastal ecosystem conservation for sustainable development. Yes, it is unique partner-led initiative. So first is correct. Second, currently MFF is operating in 11 countries including India. Yes, it is also correct. यहाँ 11 के जगह 12, 13 ऐसा करके गलत नहीं रहेगा. यहाँ broad idea है. Yes, India भी include है. Okay, so both are correct. Here, which of the following statement, which of the above statement is correct? Both 1 and 2. See the answer. So this is all about part 2.